What is up, party people? It's your boy AJ Baby. Today, bringing you the Week 1 video for the N Battle Association, which is the newly minted name for our draft league. Came up with by Austin, I believe, and Zach, to kind of a team effort there, I think. So I will be getting into kind of my team preview, maybe what I expect him to bring, and then also going right into the battle and seeing if I can pull out the dub. Week 1, I am going against Mark. Mark is a new member of the draft league that we have been doing, and I've never played against him at all. I haven't seen him play really, so I don't really know what to expect. Figured let's not get too cute, do anything too crazy week 1, and put myself in a hole since I don't really know what his tendencies are. And being that it is week 1, I haven't really seen what he likes to bring as a team either, so I figured play it safe, just standard sets, nothing crazy. And if I play well, I should be able to bring home the dub. So starting off, I guess his team is on the right-hand side of your screen if you want to take a look at what he might be able to bring. But my first Pokemon that I'm bringing is Greninja, obviously. He was my first pick. He's probably going to be here basically every week. Maybe he gets benched for a week or something, but I doubt that. So I'm bringing standard Battle Bond, special attacker build with Water Shuriken as priority. He is modest and not timid just because Iron Bundle is the only thing that will outspeed me, basically my entire team. And if I invest timid anyway, it won't be faster, so there's no point. And then if I'm not timid, I outspeed everything else. So just going modest. Greninja with Battle Bond, and I did go Expert Belt. I was thinking Life Orb, but I kind of like keeping the extra HP and being modest instead of timid. I already have that kind of extra damage, so I think Expert Belt will do well enough, especially since, as you can see, Mark's team is full bird, so it's not necessarily full flying, but it's full bird. So my Ice Beam will be doing pretty well. Hydro Pump is good in Talonflame, and Dark Pulse covers Spathra. So I think Expert Belt will work out just fine. And it will be, I think, better than Life Orb. It's giving me that extra HP. If, maybe it lets me live a Gale Wing attack from Talonflame or something. So I think I think Expert Belt is the right decision this week. Going forward, we got Garchomp. Like I said, keeping things simple, going with a defensive Chomp build. I think looking at his team, if I go a little bit more defensive, wear and tear his Pokemon a little bit, don't need to, be killing everything with Garchomp. He can be more of a defensive, wear him down with Rocky Helmet, and then go with the sweep on Greninja. That's kind of my game plan here. So going Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin, full defense, with Stealth Rocks and Dragon Tail to, try and get that chip as much as I can, as well as Stone Edge for, obviously, the flying coverage. And I brought Poison Jab because I don't have a whole lot of coverage on my team for a Fairy Terrid Decidueye. I think that's something that could come out because I expect Decidueye to be his Terra captain this week. Maybe he brings Altaria, but I'm not super expecting that. So I'm really expecting a Terrid Decidueye. And if it's Fairy, I think Poison Jab could be a nice little tech because I do wall Decidueye pretty well. Even if he does have Terra Blast, I can tank 3 hits, I believe, if I'm full HP. So Poison Jab to take out that Terra Fairy Decidueye. And yeah, just Garchomp there to kind of set up rocks, break down his team's HP a little bit, and set up for the Greninja sweep. And then we got Heatran. Especially defensive Heatran this week, since I already have kind of the defense in Garchomp and one other Pokemon I'll be talking about later. He's pretty good into like Corviknight. He takes 2 body presses, and he outgoes with 1 Magma Storm, so it shouldn't be an issue even there. And then, I like to protect, just a little extra chip with Magma Storm, as well as Power Gem for coverage on the flying types, and Dark Pulse for Espathra. I'm taking Flame Body over Flash Fire. I think Talonflame would be the only thing that brings anything fire type related, and I don't think that's worth it. And maybe getting some U-turns or just some contact moves, Brave Birds, and getting the burn there could be really, really nice. And even Magma Storm on things that aren't taking a bunch from like fire type moves, the passive chip is really good to set up my Greninja sweep that I keep mentioning because I do think that's probably how I'll win the game. You know, Greninja comes and gets one kill from all this chip that my other Pokemon have done, and then he kind of takes it from there. Next, we have Bellabolt, which is the other defensive Pokemon that I was talking about. I think Bellabolt's going to be really good all year, but I think especially this week, he'll be really, really strong, obviously, into a flying type team, I guess a bird team, which will be weak to electric. I only am bringing Parabolic Charge as my electric move. I could have brought Volt Switch, could have brought Charge Beam, but I think having the coverage of Muddy Water as well is pretty nice. Just in case that Altaria does come and has Terra Ground, I think that could be pretty nice. And then I'm running Pretty Cringe, Toxic, and Slack Off. I did a couple of mocks with Zach, not real crazy ones, just like 1 or 2 games, kind of see what he would think Mark would bring. And Mandibuzz kind of was the Pokemon that came in against Bellabolt a lot, and Toxic was super nice in that matchup. We ended up most of the time just killing each other, but that ended up being worth it so that Mandibuzz couldn't wall out any of my other Pokemon. So that's kind of what that's for. The Toxic Slack Off is for kind of to be annoying, but also for the Mandibuzz matchup. It's pretty strong there. And then my next 2 Pokemon, I kind of am bringing just as Iron Bundle checks if I get into a rut. They're both sashed because Iron Bundle will be faster. But they both do one-hit KO if I am obviously full HP and can get sash. And then they can hit with, in Azelf's case, Thunderbolt will one-hit KO. And I also am running U-Turn and Stealth Rocks just in case Garchomp can't get up the rocks. And Psychic for stab in case I need it as like a little sweeper at the end. That obviously will be doing the most damage for Azelf because of the stab. So yeah, basically my thought is if for some reason I get behind on an Iron Bundle and it seems to be sweeping, I can sack a Pokemon of some kind. My guess would probably be Heatrank. I think he's the least useful in this matchup. Bring in Azelf, take a hit, send in a Thunderbolt, should do the job. Just something, it's kind of a break in case of emergency type of thing. Because my real Iron Bundle counter, my real plan, the only thing I really planned that was a little bit goofy for the week is my Klawf. Terra type is water right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that or not. It's going to be a last second decision. I'm recording this a little bit early. So it could be rock, could be water. I'm not sure at this moment. But either way, I think my plan is to lead Klawf no matter what. Strictly because I think he has no real dedicated lead. No like person that's going to set up rocks for him. No one like no spike or anything like that where I think, oh, this is Pokemon's coming out. Which makes me believe Iron Bundle might be his lead because he outspeeds everything. So he can either, flip turn out or do anything like that or just pick up a KO. So I'm thinking a Klawf lead with Sash is actually really, really strong because if I see, I lead Klawf, he leaves Iron Bundle. If I see that he is Quark Drive speed, I know I can just hit Stone Edge and I should kill him. If I hit, it is an 80% accurate move, so that could be an issue. But if he is not Quark Drive speed, I'm going to assume he's not Choice Scarf, and I'm going to click Trailblaze, because after Trailblaze and Anger Shell being procced, I will be faster than him, and I can hit Trailblaze again, even if I wanted to pick up the KO. And I basically outspeed his whole team. Issue being, I'm sure he has a priority move at some point of some kind, like Gale Wings, Talonflame, or like Shadow Sneak on Decidueye. So probably won't end up being a full sweep, but it has the chance. And it really did its job anyway by picking up the Iron Bundle KO. So all I wanted to do is pick up the Iron Bundle KO. If it can get another KO or 2 after that, or even sweep, that would be awesome. But I'm not expecting that. It's mostly just an Iron Bundle counter if needed, and kind of my dedicated lead for the week. So that is my squad for this week. I'm feeling pretty good, but also a bit nervous just strictly because I have not played against Mark ever, so I don't really know what to expect. And he could come out cooking with some absolute heat. So I'm excited to see how this match goes. And yeah, we'll get right into the match right now. All right. Here we go. playing against Mark. So it's Flamigo and Altaria. So a little bit different than what I thought. I'm going to go ahead and start with Klawf, as I expected. Decidui, I don't hate this. Okay, sorry. I think I just hit knockoff here. I should have my calcs up, but I don't at the current moment, so I'm going to do that while I got time. I think there's no point in not just hitting knockoff, so I'm going to do it. So I'm +1. He's Giga Drain. That's interesting. I'm +1, and he's no item. Should kill still. Nice. Really good. It's really strong. So that's a good start. Kind of what I was hoping would happen. I do kind of just lose to Corviknight, unfortunately. So I think I'm just going to give this Pokemon up. He kind of did what I wanted him to. I'm just going to try and hit a Stone Edge. Maybe get a crit. No crit. But got the Iron Head, and that is more than okay. I think I can just go into this and probably hit Magnastorm. Seems pretty free. Whoops. Seems pretty free overall. He could switch, which is fine. But I think this could just kill either way. Yep. So that's really good. Altaria. I believe this will be Terra Ground. If I had to guess. So I'm going to think it's Earthquake here. I don't necessarily want to give up my I'm okay with giving this up at this point, I think. So I'm just going to hit Magnastorm. And I live, which is great. If I can hit it, nice. That's really good. I can get a Protect in. Just get the extra chip. And then I'm pretty okay with just sacking this Pokemon afterwards. Oh, wow. So I'm just going to hit Magnastorm again. I'm going to die. But, okay. So this is tough. I think I just want to bring in Greninja here. I'm sure Water Shuriken would kill. But I don't really want to take that chance necessarily. I could just hit Ice Beam realistically. I should probably just hit Ice Beam. All right. What will Bundle have that kills me? This is not kind of what I expected. So he has Specs or something. I'll probably Freeze Dry is what's coming in. I think I just have to lose a Pokemon here. So that's really, really good. I'm hoping that he is just okay. That's honestly fine. I can hit Terra Water here. Ugh, do I die? It doesn't really do all that much. Terra Ground. I think I'm probably okay to just hit Muddy Water. Okay, that's really bad actually. I'm gonna just slack off here. Hopefully either he switches or I live. I lived super strong. I just hit slack off again. There's no point in not hitting slack off here. That's okay. And then I can just hit Muddy Water, I think, again. And we should be in business. Pretty cringe. It's kind of what this guy does. He's a little bit annoying. All right. He's getting me. He's getting me. I'm just going to hit it again. There's no reason not to. Earthquake. And I hit. Really good. At this point, kind of worried about Espathra. I probably just hit Toxic. So it's Flamigo. Flamigo probably dies. I might die, though. Let's just hit Parabolic. Yeah, that's just going to die. Very good. Can't set up on me. Really, really nice. Feeling pretty good. His 2 threats are what's left, unfortunately. I am going to hit Toxic on this. It's kind of my plan. Because I know he's going to do a speed boosting thing here. And now, I think I'm kind of just supposed to do this. Get some hits in. Toxic is wearing him down. It's pretty annoying for him, but... Oh, really good. That's really, really good. So he's dead next turn. I can just hit Slack off. Actually, I mean, there's no hurt in just going this. But he'll die. I bring in Azelf. And that should be the game. My break in case of emergency Azelf with the Focus Sash did come in handy here. I am going to plug that in quick so I can get back and not look like an asshole. And I hit Thunderbolt. And I thought immediately, that's crazy for sure. That's nuts, but it's a win. I'm going to go back and talk to the guys. I will see you guys in a bit. That was dude. That was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, good job. That was awesome. I was gonna say I knew you had the belly bolt, and I was hoping my Altaria would have enough like attack to take it out. But
I took a chance. Because I have Terra Water on it, but then I was worried. About Freeze Dry coming back in with Bundle, with Iron Bundle. So I was like, oh, maybe I just basically prayed that an Earthquake didn't kill it, and that I could take a couple hits. So.
I thought the burn was gonna kill.
After the stored power with the Spathra, yeah. What did you put on Azelf?
Okay.
Like, what was its item?
It was Focus Sash. I just thawed out luckily, basically.
Wait,
really?
No fucking way.
Yeah, it was luck. Oh. It was insanely lucky. I was
gonna say, because I was both Garchomp and Greninja, I had answers to.
Exactly, yeah. So it was insane. I was like, I saw the freeze. I was like, oh my god, no way. But then it like shows up that like the game's over, like before, like the full turn ends. So I knew I won. Yeah. But then I saw the freeze. I'm like, wait, what happened? But then I thought out just like, luckily, because otherwise I think I lose.
Crazy.
That's insane. Otherwise I literally think I lose. So yeah, because what I was gonna say is I brought basically Azelf, hoping I could just. I sack a Pokemon on your Iron Bundle and then bring this in. It lives a hit because of Sash.
Focus Sash.
And then it just kills with Thunderbolt. But I didn't account for getting frozen, so that could have been bad. But I guess I got bailed out. So
that was a one to watch.
Literally if one, the freeze would have been unlucky in itself, like me getting frozen then losing. But then it was the double unlucky because then it's frozen then thaws out right away. So
immediately,
just literally that one thing changed the whole game because you would have. Yeah, I think you would have won. I'm sure everything dies to one hit from Bundle. Because I'm assuming what item did you have on Bundle?
I had Iron Boots.
Okay.
Heavy boots.
Yeah, heavy boots. Okay, so... sure. Yeah, that's what I figured as much, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah,
dang.
I played around with like Choice Scarf and Choice Specs, but I don't like being limited
tied into one. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, Boots is definitely a good option. Wow. I'm so glad that I knew that I won beforehand. Like when it says like, oh, rematch or whatever right away. Because if I had just seen, I had to watch it real time, see the freeze, I would have been like pooping my pants, dude. That was fun. That was a fun end, I guess. Not for you, obviously.
That's good. That's better than I hoped, honestly.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
You got your kill, bro.
I wasn't expecting. I think Flamigo. I don't know. I didn't know what you're gonna bring. I was thinking like Talonflame maybe. It's hard to. That was the one thing I didn't know what you're gonna bring. Cause I think you actually have so many like options actually. More than so it's hard to determine like what you're gonna bring each week.
Yeah, I was playing around with it today and just like testing out a bunch of different options. But I kind of like what I have now, but obviously I got a couple extras in the back there. So
yeah, and it can change. Yeah, it can change based on, if there's one of your Pokemon is suddenly really good into one of the other teams or something. I don't know. You can bring it instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was good. That was a good match. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, wonderful. And it's just the one. It's not like a best 2 out of 3.
It's just best one. Okay. We used to be doing best 2 out of 3s, but we decided the best one's probably.
Why'd you change it?
Well, it gets to be. So the thing is, we want like people to get rewarded kind of for like doing fun things. Like in best ones, like you can do like some crazy tech type of thing. But like if you do best of 3, then it's like, oh,
you know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, now I know what you're gonna do the next time.
Yeah.
But then we're doing playoffs is best of 3. Because at that point you already have seen kind of what their little fun thing that they can do, and you'd kind of prepare for that anyway. So then it's more just,
Did you do best of 3 for these rounds and playoffs?
Yeah, it was a lot, honestly.
Yeah, the one match is kind of fun.
Yeah, I like the one match better. I think it's a little bit more like intense. I think where you're a little bit more worried about the one game. Sure. Yeah. But no, that was a fun one. I had fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for waiting a bit. I know I was a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine.
I didn't know what your schedule was, so I just didn't want to be. I wanted to let you know at least that I was running a little.
Well, I appreciate that, but yeah, my wife is out of town this week, so I'm
nice.
Kind of.
So you got all the time.
Yeah, hanging out all by my lonesome here. Yeah. So.
I got you. All right. Well, I do think I got to bounce now, but it was fun. Sorry about the immediate thaw, but no, that's Pokemon, man.
That's part of it.
Yep, that's Pokemon. But all right, see you guys.
All right, good game. Talk to you soon.
All right, so that was the week 1 matchup against Mark. It was a close. It ended up being close, and I felt pretty good, going into that Azelf at the end. Seeing the thaw, the ice. I guess I knew I won already, but seeing then I got frozen was pretty scary, but obviously I thought out right away, which is super lucky because otherwise he wins. So one difference there, one little different hack, and I lose that matchup, but came out with a dub, feeling pretty good. Well, I'll move on to next week. I believe I'm playing Zach, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.